The search for 6-year-old Khayalethu Magadla continues. The little boy fell down a manhole 10 days ago while playing with his friends in Dlamini, Soweto. eNCA reporter Lindokuhle Xulu has been following the search for us, and he joins us now for the latest. Lindo, yesterday when we spoke, there was some hope that a blockage in one of the pipes might in fact be this little boy's body. But that hope was dashed today. Tell us more.
Well, that hope was dashed, as you rightfully say, Sally, because when technicians were sent down to assess as well as to see what exactly that obstacle was, we can tell you that it was in fact a rock underneath the water, and that was then confirmed to not be part of what they are looking for. They've moved on from there. You'd remember that they were trying to cover a 13-kilometer pipeline to check exactly if there are any obstacles that might give them any leads, and we are finally at the final stage. Where we are is the split chamber we've always been referring to, and we want to speak now to Robert Mulawuzi, who's going to explain to us what exactly is the split chamber and as well as the search that has been going. But we also want to show you exactly what we've been talking about. So while I have a conversation with Robert Mulawuzi, the Johannesburg EMS spokesperson, Liepo will show you the work that continues to be done here. Thank you so much, Date Rob. You've covered the 13 kilometers finally. Just tell us what is the next step now.
Yeah, we actually deployed our floating device towards the split chamber, which is the last part of the pipeline. This is where everything comes in. So what's going to happen now, we're going to still request our colleagues from Joburg Water to isolate some of the lines. I'm sure already now the residents are aware that Johannesburg Water already issued that statement to say there will be some interruption in terms of the water supply in the area here, which is assisting us to be able to send technicians along the pipeline. So what's going to happen is technicians will walk through the pipeline just to make sure that there's no any obstruction, or we cannot be able to locate the young boy. From there, we're moving here into the split chamber. The split chamber has got 3 lanes which are moving from here towards the main plant itself. So we will have to inspect each and every lane, which is pipeline, which is moving from here to the main plant. So we're still going to request our colleagues from Joburg Water to shut down one line. We inspect it, we move to the next one, we shut it down, we inspect it, we move to the next one, just to remove any uncertainty that along the pipelines we cannot find any obstruction. Therefore, it means we will be relying on whatever is coming out of the main plant itself. So we're hopeful that along this line, this part, the last stretch, we will be able to locate a young Khayalethu along this line, because this is where everything which is flowing along the pipeline is supposed to come.
There's been a lot of people that are doubtful, asking questions of whether the 6-year-old really fell into the pipeline. And I can imagine that is because of the fact that this has taken so long to get here, but it was a thorough job that needed to be done. But talk to us about the fact that you're saying that this is the last stretch. You will be checking each and every pipe. These are 3 pipes in the split chamber. But talk to us about the fact that if you do not find the 6-year-old here or in that plant, what does that mean?
Yeah, I think it will mean that from our side, we have stick to our commitment as the city of Johannesburg, ourselves together with Johannesburg Water, that we'll make sure that we conduct the search thoroughly. Hence, we had to go back. Remember, we went back to where the incident occurred on Monday when we started our search. We still went back again on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just up until today, whereby we are clearing, making sure that we are clearing the whole pipeline from where the incident occurred up until here. So I think from as soon as we have cleared everything, we should be able to locate the young boy if he indeed fell into the pipeline.
All right, one last question. We have 1 minute to conclude with this one. But in terms of the fact that you're saying that you would have been able to do everything, you're saying that if there is not found here, then it means there are other things that are into play. But very quickly, in terms of the water that will be closed by Johannesburg Water, what does that mean for communities? And when does that start?
Yeah, it means that along during the time which is stipulated on the Johannesburg Water statement, it means that some of the residents might not have water supply in their areas. It is not being done deliberately. It's done as a way of aiding us as emergency services to be able to conduct our search, so that our rescuers are able to move along the pipeline. So during that specific times, which is mentioned on the statement, our residents will be affected. But we think that is for a good cause, so that we can be able to relocate young Khayalethu and be able to assist the family to find closure.
All right, Dr. Robert Mulawuti, the EMS spokesperson in Johannesburg, thank you so much for your time. We are at the split chamber finally, Sally. 13 kilometers of pipeline has been covered, but while they are trying to search here, they're saying they haven't found anything, but from this point on, they will be trying to search these pipes that will be headed towards the plant, and they are saying that they'll have to close off the water for many of the communities in and around Soweto. So that is the measure now that they'll be taking in this final stretch as they continue to try and search for the 6-year-old that is still missing, despite so much effort from emergency services, from South African police services, as well as Delta Scan that has been helping them in terms of the technology that's been deployed in these pipes.
All right, thank you so much for that update. That is eNCA reporter Lindokuhle Xulu at that split chamber, really the last part of the piping, looking for the body of that little boy. And if there are water restrictions, it's something that I don't think anyone in the city is going to be complaining about in an effort to find this little boy's body. Thank you, Lindo.